Hey guys, welcome back to AfriFarm. I know I have been away for some times now and you haven't seen me. Well, I realize, it doesn't hurt to have my face seen. Now, today is day 22 of brooding our 550 birds. Now, there's something which is going on, and it's not good news to us as farmers. And I wanted you to take you through the process and be able to see what's going on in the background. All right, let's go in and see what's in the bag. Over here, we have our weighing machine, and we have our farm manager there who is very helpful during this process, and obviously the entire process of running the farm. So what we are going to do is randomly select the birds from any point, and we want to see at day 22, how do our birds weigh? Are they still on the projected growth plan, or are they off the growth plan? So let's see bird number 1, how much he weighs. And there we go. It's 1.29 kgs. You'd be surprised, this must be the biggest one. So go a little bit further, Kashindo, and select another bird. I mean, that's a big one, because the one we were noticing on day 21, man, they really scared us big time. And we have our bird number 2, and he's weighing 1.16 grams. All right, you are able to see the patterns, right? Now let's be able to see, also select the small ones as well, huh? Not necessarily the big ones. We have another bird right there. And now, guys, do you see what I'm saying? It's 0.6 grams. 0.6 kg. It's just unbelievable. So the first thing is, that one goes to the smaller brooder, because, I mean, what is he even doing on this other end? Because the competition is just too stiff for him to be able to sustain himself. He is way too small compared to the 2 other birds. Now, our farm manager is trying to randomly select other birds and be able to see what is their sample weight. This bird is 0.9 kg. That's okay, but still, by our standard, it's not okay. Select another one. So this is bird number 4, and it's on 0.9 kg, same, almost similar weight as the other one. So we can maybe go toward that other side. So this is our bird number 6, and he's weighing 0.946 kgs. So you guys are able to see the patterns. We're actually getting birds weighing almost between 1 kg to 0.9 kg. What does that mean? It means that our birds are still very small, because being this day 22, and you remember in our previous vlog, we were projecting that most of our birds were averaging between 1.4 to 1.6 kgs in day 25. So the big questions now comes in is, will our birds be ready at day 28? What do you think? This is another bird and randomly selected, and it's 1 kg. All right, so we just usually make sure that we select randomly at least 10 birds from any angle. Maybe we can pick some from here, Mr. Kashindo. And guys, this is what I've been saying. A little bit surprising, a little bit scared, but hey, that's business sometimes, you know. You don't get the result as you need, and this forces you to adjust. Now, our friend here, it's 1.0 kg. Now, without even trying to even go further or even try to measure more than 20 birds, you can be able to tell that most of these birds, maybe 90% of these birds, you can be able to project them that they are all averaging between 0.9 kg to 1.1 kg. And again, it's day 22. Now, do you understand where my worry is as the farmer? And I can tell based on the kind of experience I've had, at least we can say 1 year now, I can tell you that these birds are way smaller. And that's where the vet comes in, because remember, we are actually in business. And if you are in business and your birds cannot be able to gain the needed waiting time, it means at some point you might start making losses. All right? So what should we do, or what did we do when we noticed this? So the vet recommended us to use Introvit A. It's usually administered using the drinking water, and he also recommended us to use it for the next 5 days. This being the fact that he noticed that our birds were lagging behind. He also mentioned that Introvit A does not have any negative effect. That means it's actually non-withdrawable. And most people who are in broiler farming can be able to know that most of the vitamins we tend to use, they're actually non-withdrawable, and so that they don't have any negative effect when you are able to slaughter our birds. Now, we have the farm manager right there, and he's going to show us the recommended dosage for the Introvit A. So the vet did recommend us to use 20 ml to 40 liters of clean drinking water. So there we go, right there. And yeah, this is the process. Sometimes you have to become the vet and the doctor for your chicken. So there we go, right? He's just trying to measure in the right thing. Is the dosage okay? So right there, it's 40 ml of Introvit A. So he's going to put it in what we had measured earlier to 10 liters of water, as you guys can be able to see. Let's go. And it's also recommended to use the silage while you're measuring, because it's only the silage which is going to give you the right dosage. Now, once you are able to do that, the next step is now to pour in the other clean water which we had earlier fetched from our water source from outside. Let's do this. So in this, we only have 20 liters of water, right? Now it means we need to go for extra 20 liters of water. Let's take a walk with me as we go to fetch. Let's go outside. So as usual, we go outside, and this is where we tend to situate our water tank. So we have this one right here, and of course we also have other water tanks on that other space. So the farm manager is just going to fetch the water, and as usual, I do what I do best: recording and commentary, right? So we have our 10 other liters of water, and as usual we have to do the biosafe check, and there he goes. He now able to fill in the water. So within just few minutes, then we go for another drinker, and we'll be able to have in our 40 liters of water. As a farmer, it's recommended to have clean water source which is stored ready for the use. Because remember, sometime back I said I had to buy water, and it's not a good opportunity. So we have our last batch of 10 liters of water right there. Now the last step of this dosage, well, we can do it or not, it's to stir, right? So the good thing about this whole process is you get to learn every day as the days goes by, and before you realize, you're actually becoming an expert. So the rust process is now actually stirring, even though I feel it's all well done. You need to ensure that your vitamins, it's well cleaned with water, right? It's very essential. If it's not well mixed, then you risk the dosage not to be not to be administered in the same ratios. So actually, the reason why the vet recommended to mix your dosage at the same spot is to ensure that the ratios do not they do not differ from one drinker to another, because you want to ensure that whatever your birds will be taking, it's the same dosage all across. So we have been able to see now these are our drinkers. So we are going now to put water to our gallons. Before now we are able to phase we are able now to administer the vitamin to our vaccine. Now that's usually the process. You do it like that. Very nice. And yeah, there we go. So obviously at this moment your drinkers, you have ensured that they've been cleaned well, and the same case as the closures that you're putting, that is the lids, to ensure that your birds are able to drink clean water. And I hope one of these days we'll be able to do a vlog on how we observe biosecurity in terms of washing out all the drinkers, as well as what we use and what the process is about. So in a few minutes, the vitamins will be ready for our bath. So we actually use like drinkers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are using 10, hardly 10. We are using 12 drinkers, and so for this evening we have just used 60 liters, because on our daily basis our birds are consuming close to 120 liters. So as you can be able to observe, we have actually removed all the drinkers, and yeah, and they have all been washed. And you remember why we said we need to wash our drinkers. Now we're just aligning the water, and it's just going to be, well, put inside in a minute. Let's see how this one goes. And our birds will be enjoying our vitamins, just as you can see. So, having administered our vitamins, the last bit in our feeding program is ensuring now we are able to fill the feeders. And as usual, we are using finisher pellets. We introduced this on day 21 fully, and yeah, I guess this is what takes us towards the end. Now, we have actually been able to see that we have been able to mix our vitamins with water. So these vitamins is usually administered using your normal feeding and feeding routine at the farm. So this means it's either very early in the morning and very late in the evening. This ensures that at least your birds, they are able to consume it as they consume or as they quench their thirst. And the results are, one is your birds are going to take in feeds quite well. Then the feeds ratio conversion is going to happen in better instances. At least that's the literal biology I can be able to remember the vet explaining to me. And at the end, as a farmer, well, you are going to smile in the way to the back. And remember, this is what I said. You are going to smile all the way to the back if you can be able to ensure that the feed ratio conversion for your birds is actually happening in the right way. If that doesn't happen in the right way, then you are able to risk running your enterprise in a loss-making manner. So, and most of the time, you don't want that to happen. Now you know, if you have such an instance, you now know what you need to do. I look forward sharing more insight with you which are going to help you. You who is watching this channel, or who you have maybe a small farm or you have not started, so at least you don't make some of the mistakes we made, and you can be able to learn on some of the things that worked out for us, and hopefully this is going to be insightful for you. I look forward to sharing more vlogs which are more insightful and actually super good. So stay tuned until next time. Bye.